All right. What's up, guys? Sniper Nick tuning back in. About to go over today's trade, TRPX. So jumping right into it. So we're checking out the news here, and as you can see, they got a significant boost, a 40%. They were up 40% pre-market, and they were trading off CBD news. So love playing MMJ stocks. So went ahead and tried this out. Jumping into this, it is a low float play. What I decided to do is I don't love getting in right at the bell. I do like letting it play out a little bit. So I let this one go ahead and do its spike at the bell. Well, first things first, let me explain pre-market before. So before we do jump into that open action, if you look at pre-market, it ended up creating nice support around 640, and then it ended up jumping from 640 on. And it opened up, and it took a little jump to 669, and then it ended up going down. And now this is where it started to interest me. This is, like I said, I don't really love buying in the morning with all the craziness going on. So I like to let it play out. So as it started to play out more, I saw it starting to create a support here. So I decided I'm going to go ahead. I was watching a super similar play in SLS on this last week. So I always had that in the back of my mind. And having that in the back of my mind, I knew both of these were low float plays, and I knew both of these had similar patterns where they spiked big in the morning and then they dipped. Check this out. I got a quick alert on my other stock that I was looking at, thinking about buying that one as it was about to break a penny. But come back in here, jumping back into it. So there is my buy on TRPX. I got in at 674, had about $4,000 in there, and I decided to play it off that 640 resistance. So risking a little bit. But like I said, there was a play that I had in the back of my mind, guys. And check this out. We're going to go over that play real quick. Luckily, I did film it. So here we go. This makes me want to jam. So it's always good to record your trades and stuff like that, guys. Just check this out. We're jumping into flashback SLS from last Monday. And as you can see, that similar play where it had a nice pre-market, spiked big, got stuffed at 675. Created a support, and then started to spike once it passed that VWAP, which was a little bit of a resistance on the daily, as you can see. And as you can see with this one, once the volume perk came in, it really started to take off. What a flashback right here. Bam. Alright, so these two plays, 2 million, 3 million float. Yup. So there we go. So jumping back into today, as you guys saw, 2 mil, 3 mil float. We got similar setup. So I'm looking at this, at my risk set, and my reward. I'm honestly thinking, let's let this try to play out to make a new high. I decided right there from the bat. I wasn't gonna go for a single, which I easily could have. I could have easily took, played this with a quick rip past VWAP, and took an easy profit. But in the back of my mind, I had that SLS play in my head. And so I decided I was going to let this one ride out with that 640, around 641 cut, that support there, which was also pre-market support. And as you can see, I did buy it as it's perking up. And we do get a volume perk. And now it's starting to test that VWAP. So very nice movement here. I'm already up 10 cents a share. It hasn't even been a minute yet. Now it's starting to push a little bit more, as you guys can see. Now I'm thinking we're gonna get that squeeze that I saw last time. Checking back in with my positions, I'm up about $200 here, and it is getting that push into 7. So we're up about 30 cents a share here. Now, like I said, this could be an easy play for an easy single, but I was going for at least a double or triple on this one. I wanted to at least take some off when it tested that 760 resistance. So as you can see, at 710, it started to have a little bit of problems here. But I'm going to stick to my thesis. The volume is still perking. Looks like it can push a little bit more. So it's starting to push. It's starting to push a little bit more. We get that 710 test, but it just doesn't break it. And then we get a little bit of a dip. So now I'm actually looking to rebuy on this dip, thinking that we're going to get a dip, and then it push back to make a new high past that 710 and to test the resistance. So that was my thesis here. As you can see, I got my dip buy limit set, or it's not set, but I have it ready, and I go back to my orders tab, and that's when I go ahead and decide to add it in at 670. I did see it looked like it was bottoming a little bit there. There was also a little bit of support, but I was a little too early. And that is why I think I ended up getting a loss here. This is a play where I end up cutting. So you see I could have took a nice profit, but let's see how it plays out. As you can see, I did add that bounce a little bit early, but I'm playing with that 640 support, so I'm going to see if we could get a little bounce here. It did just take, 710 to 660 dip, 50-cent dip. We got to get a little bit of a bounce, right? So I'm waiting here. And now I'm thinking, since my ad was a little bit early, I'm going to sell on this bounce here. Let's see what this green candle gets. So I'm getting ready here. I would love a push. But I did see that first green candle was getting a little bit weak, and it did start to crack there. So I put in my limit, and I actually didn't even wait for my 640 cut. I should have, because I probably wouldn't have lost anything. I probably would have lost 10 bucks, maybe even made a little bit. It would have easily been an easy scratch. But because of my emotions, I'm at a little bit early. I ended up, getting a little emotional, cutting a little before my cut, which isn't a problem. I did only want to lose 200 because of my ad. I was already down 200 there, so I did put my cut in, got out safely. It ended up being a $220 or $230 loss. This is how the play ended up playing out. We did get a little bit of a bounce, so as like I said, I do like playing off those bounces. So you could have easily just broke even there. But anyway, wanted to go ahead and show you guys that, a quick little risk reward play with the cut. Check us out on Instagram here, going on to our social media. We're posting up stories and pictures there all the time. You can always check us out on Twitter. We're talking there throughout the trading day. You can also feel free to DM us if you have any questions there on Twitter. So check us out. And lastly, guys, check us out on Facebook. We're going to go ahead and we'll be posting brief overviews of our watch list on our Facebook until we get our site fully up. So make sure you follow us there. All our feeds are at the Stock Snipers. Anyway, if this video helped out, I hope it did. Like, subscribe, comment, ask any questions, and let's keep seeing these plays. Let's keep seeing these setups. There's crazy potential, as you see. Even with this little play, there was potential. Could have definitely played it better than me, but let's just keep finding these ones that are moving. This market's crazy. All right, guys, I hope everyone has an amazing rest of the week, and we'll talk to you guys soon. See you later.